What if you could combine games with the real world? I'm a game dev, and recently I saw that Google Earth is making their 3D scan of the entire world available in Unreal Engine 5. You can now make hyper-realistic games using real-world locations. This has been a long-awaited dream for me, and I can tell you, flying around on top of your home city is pretty cool. After flying around for some time, I started thinking about game ideas. There were a few limitations. From far up, things look fine, but the closer you get to the ground, the less detail there is. This is because at its core, Google Earth is just a lot of 3D satellite images stitched together. And while the resolution is very impressive on a world scale, things start to break down the closer you look. The first-person game was out of the question. The second limitation is what gave me an idea. Since these are just images, the streets are lifeless. There are no people walking around, no cars driving, no trains going out of stations, nothing. It kind of feels like you're the only one alive in the entire world, like there's been some sort of apocalypse. That's when I got an idea. What about a zombie game? The more I thought about it, the more it made sense. I can use a top-down camera to fix the detail problem. The lifeless cities aren't a problem anymore, they even contribute to the apocalyptic atmosphere. And on top of that, it's gonna look photorealistic, since it uses real-world locations, which is great for a zombie game. Having found an idea, I started working on the game. I started my journey in my home city, Zurich in Switzerland. It has lots of churches, a river, and a big lake. I first tried to spawn a player, but he spawned way too high. Turns out I forgot to tell Unreal Engine where to spawn him, so I added a spawn point and now we're below the map. What's happening is that the game makes a request to the Google servers to get the 3D data for the worlds. Google, however, takes some time to respond, and so the player falls through the world before it has had time to load in. I quickly fixed this by adding an invisible floor under the spawn point. With this, our player now spawns on top of the world and we can run around. Next, I moved the camera way up to make it a top-down game. I also added a zoom functionality. While really satisfying, I can imagine it being an interesting game mechanic too. You can zoom out to plan your path and zoom back in to focus on shooting. Next, I set up basic AIs, which spawn every second at a random location and slowly move towards the player. But those AIs look more like tin cans than zombies. To solve this, I found some meshes and animations on the Mixamo library, which I already used in my Sword Art Online video. For the player, I found this mesh. After linking everything up, it started to look more and more like an actual zombie game. I was getting bored of Zurich, so I input the coordinates of New York, but upon arrival I realized that my spawn point was way too high. The reason for that is that Zurich has an elevation of 408 meters over sea level and New York only 10. Of course, those elevations are all made up by Google to cover up the fact that the Earth is actually an anime waifu. The last element needed for the game was a gun for the player, for which I quickly found this asset online. To round things up, I added a muzzle flash and a ribbon to indicate the shots and made the zombies die upon hit. For the player, I made it so his sight dwindles for 5 seconds when he gets hit, making him vulnerable during that time. Lastly, I added a screen where you can input any location in the world before starting the game. It also accounts for the different heights of the terrain and adjusts it as it loads in. I was getting bored of this project, and with the base game working, I decided to start experimenting. Since everything in this game is solid, I can walk on any water surface, even the oceans. I can also slide down the pyramids or the Mount Everest. Let's find some zombies. Oh, there's one. Oh, damn, I'm really sliding around. Oh, I can stop. No, I can shoot him. Oh, we have one. Oh, he's too low. I'm shooting over him. Oh, I got him. The problem is that there's like different elevation and the player only shoots straight, but that's fine. So we're currently, as you can see here, in the closeness, very close to the Golden Gate. We are going to try to see if we can get to the Golden Gate Bridge. Maybe I can teleport the player. Wait a second. Let's just pause the game. Damn, this actually looks pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, now it's sound clear. It's like clear. Up here. Yeah, I think this might be doable. I hope it loads in quick enough. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Oh no! I can't jump. Oh, wait. I have to be exactly on it. So it's unstuck. Okay, we can actually fight on the Golden Gate Bridge. That's pretty cool. Let's try to get to the other side. Damn. That's actually insane. I'm actually playing on top of the Golden Gate. One month ago I was on the Golden Gate Bridge, but now I'm playing a game against zombies. I'm trying to survive there. I think that's pretty cool. I go to... Oh no. Oh no. Quickly. Panic shot, panic shot. Okay, fine. So like if I lose vision, as you see, I can show it again. If I lose vision, then I can be killed during those 5 seconds. Oh, like right there. Now I'm dead. But the more I played, the more I realized something. This is too easy. Words I would come to regret soon. So I added a big red button that should increase the difficulty quite a bit, and let's just press it. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a bit more difficult, I think. Might be. Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah, this is an actual zombie apocalypse. Please don't get me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bit more difficult. Oh, what the hell? As you can see, we have a small problem. The problem being that we have thousands, probably thousands of zombies. Even some waiting in the water because they can't get out. Okay, let's see if I can get out. Oh, I'm good, I'm good. Oh no. Okay, there's one more location I wanted to try out. That's an amusement park. Oh no, they're spawning from both sides now. This is actually great. It makes like different types of gameplay depending on the location. I'd hoped that this would happen, but it works surprisingly well. Like you have to think around locations and plan your path well. Because if you don't, you'll die. Yeah, it's all on a flat plane. Let's just try it out. Yeah, that's the problem. For example, you see in this amusement park, everything is flat. They haven't done any 3D modeling from Google Earth. So like also the way where the zombies spawn is very like uniform. They always take the shortest path towards you, and it makes for a more boring gameplay than what you saw before, for example. Now it's your turn. I am going to do some YouTube shorts showcasing interesting locations, and I need your ideas in the comments. And don't post your home address for obvious reasons. We don't want anyone to get doxxed. Unfortunately, I can't release the game right now because Google Earth is strongly restricting access to the API, so it wouldn't work. That's it for the video. I had a lot of fun trying out this new tech, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.